It's Austin here, and this is completely different from my other three videos. I'm going to be doing a review on one of these new fishing poles that I have gotten recently, and well, actually last month I got it in July, and I do plan on doing fishing videos with it. I will throw in a picture of the 3 fish that I caught at Otter Creek Reservoir down somewhere in between Richfield and Penguin, Utah. So, I don't know when that's going to be. Sorry. Because I have to take my brother to his school orientation thing at 4, and it is, I don't even know what time it is now. It's like noonish to 1, and yeah, it's like noonish to 1, and so I'm gonna be just doing this review because I haven't really seen any reviews. I've seen a video that I'm gonna be doing like this. It's a loadout, but the guy doesn't have he doesn't have the pole with it. He doesn't have the pole in the video. He doesn't review the video. He just suggests what you should get as an ultralight setup. So I am gonna show you my ultralight setup. I'll show you the pole, and I'll do the pole review first, and then I'll show you what's in this little box, okay? So, I'll do this now. So, sorry, give me a second. Stop it, phone. Okay, there we go. Now this right here, this is the pole, okay? This is a Trout Doe series. This is the Trout Doe series by Berkley. It has it's an 8-foot pole. Yeah, this is 8 foot. I think they have a 5 foot, a 6 foot, a 7 foot, and an 8 foot. Maybe not a 5 foot, but I know they have a lot of size poles for these little Trout Doe poles. They are an ultralight pole right here. It's 1/32 to 1/4 ounce lure is what it says it can hold. It can hold 1 to 6 pound line. Okay. My pole, or my reel that's on it, it's a, oh man, sorry guys, I don't even remember what it's called. It says Flunger. Yeah, it's a Flunger reel, ultralight reel, $30 reel. Nothing special or anything. Just a normal spinnerbait reel. Or spinning reel, open face. Yeah. Anyway, that's what this is. I have 4-pound spider wire on it, monofilament spider wire on it, and that is it for that part. And then this handle, it's a cork handle, really good feel in the hand. Got nice control of your pole, even though it is 8 foot. You have really nice control. Cork handle, cork handle. It's a split handle design right here, about 3-4 inches of split handle. These poles, from the videos that Berkley has made themselves, I have seen them say that these poles are engineered specifically for power bait. See, look, it says it right there. Engineered for power bait. It's gonna show up backwards, but there's nothing I can do about that with the editing software I have. I know, most simple thing, you should be able to flip a video, but no, don't have it. Anyway, yeah, and that's basically it for the pole. Well, unless you based on color. All these Trout Doe poles have this nice neon eye-popping green. It's a conversation starter, I guess. They are two-piece. They are a two-piece pole. And they do have this little thing right here to put a hook on, or your swivel or whatever when you're walking around. So that's what that is. This actually needs to be tightened, but anyway. So now I'm gonna get into how I set this up. So let me just reel all this extra line in first. This is gonna be a bunch of this part review, part setup, part everything. Okay. So this right here, this is how I set mine up. Just put a little fisherman's knot on this. Put a swivel on it. That's how it is. Okay. 4-pound line. This is a little bit bigger swivel than I would want, but I actually don't have any for an ultralight pole. This is my first ultralight pole. these are usually the ones that go on my catfishing pole. So yeah, they're pretty big. I couldn't tell you what size it is. Don't know. Sorry. But yeah. So I need to get a little bit smaller swivel for that. And I'm going to show you guys this too. So here, let me just stand this camera up. Oh, sorry, it's slanted again. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Here we go. See, it is two-piece. It is a two-piece pole. It's 8 foot. It's an 8-foot pole. So yeah, this right here is how big it is. Okay, I'm 5'10". So you guys saw that. I'm about 5'10" as of last month, I guess 2 months ago, 3 months, I don't know. So yeah, that's how big the pole is. That's really all I have to say for the pole. It has worked really good. I'll just get into talking and maybe like when I'm done with this box, okay? Yeah, you might have forgotten the box. But anyway, I'll get into talking about what I've caught, how good it is, my actual opinion on the pole. But that's just the review, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna do this box. No, you know what? I'll do the talking now, okay? So yeah, this pole, I have actually caught lots of fish on it. Big fish I've caught were actually at Otter Creek Reservoir. Anyone who knows anything about trout fishing knows Otter Creek Reservoir in Utah is the place to go. They have planter trout, they have planter rainbow trout, and the main difference between planter trout and natural trout, I guess, the color of the meat. The meat is white. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. The meat is white in planter trout. Okay, the meat is definitely white in planter trout. The meat is pinkish red in like salmon in natural trout. Okay. Ugh, oh my gosh, I'm editing that out. But anyway, yeah. So my biological dad took me down there when I was down there for the summer with him. I was actually in Richfield / Penguich because they worked down at him and my stepmom worked down in Penguich. And during the seasonals, because it's a seasonal town, they work at a place called Cowboy Smokehouse. Anyway, yeah, so he took me fishing when I was down there to Otter Creek. Never been to Otter Creek in my life. Always wanted to go. That was like a dream come true. Like one of my fishing dreams, I guess. But yeah, so he caught a 22-inch 4-pound. It's either 22-inch 4-pound or 22-inch 2-pound. I think it's 22-inch 4-pound. Because all the fish together were like 8 pounds altogether. So yeah, he got a 22-inch 4-pound rainbow. Natural bred, pink meat. Mine, I caught a little bit smaller ones. I caught like an 18-inch rainbow and a like 12-inch and a 10-inch. The 10-inch, actually, it's a funny story. I went up and I scooped it out of the water with it. So yeah, with the net. Don't know if that's legal, but anyway, yeah, this pole held up good to both the fish I actually caught on the pole. I was actually using dough bait because I did want to see. I was already planning on doing this review, so I wanted to see if what they said designed specifically for dough baits. I don't get how you do that, but anyway, I tried doing it. It worked really well. Once we hit like noon, man, fish. I got a bite. I reeled it in, threw it again. Maybe like 10 minutes later. Caught another one, reeled it in. Yeah, we were fishing off the bottom. We were using little bubbles, clear bubbles. They sink, and you fill them with water and you put them on your line, and they sink and stuff. Yeah, so that's what we were using, and we were floating the bait. So we were doing bottom catching. I don't know, bottom fishing. And yeah, so that's my experience. Held up good. Has really nice flex. Oh, I forgot to show you guys that. But it has really nice flex and really good flex. See, look, like this is the very front end of the pole, but look at that. It's like a fly fishing pole. And I could go farther, but man, this is already scaring me right here. Look, I'm almost touching. So yeah, see, that's the pole. Now on to like my setup of what some people might be watching this video. Other people might not be watching this video. Other people might be watching it for just the pole review. But I'm going to do this anyways. So, because I want to, that's why. So I'm gonna set this, my pole aside. Oh, I forgot to say, I don't know if I forgot to say, but that's a Berkley. So I might have just said Trout Doe series, but yeah, it's a Berkley with that reel on it. So anyway, here is the setup. Okay, here's the box. Okay, actually, this is by. It's gonna show up different. It's gonna show up backwards, but this is a supplementwarehouse.com. Like it's like a little pill box, I guess, for bodybuilding. My stepdad is into bodybuilding, so he didn't need it. He doesn't take pills. He usually does like protein shakes, I guess, the protein shake powder. So he gave me this. I thought it was pretty cool. And then it's just been sitting in my drawer. And since I got an ultralight pole, I'm like, oh, I know what to do. Yeah. Anyways, so here we go. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, here. No, wrong way. Sorry, trying to get that handle to go. Okay, no. Okay, here we go. Here's my little box, my little supplement warehouse type box, okay? I would strongly suggest you getting one of these. I'll probably end up leaving a description or a link in the description if I can find it. If I can find these boxes just for you guys to buy. Like I've been able to fit stuff in here. I can fit basically all I need, and then it only bends a little bit if you guys can see that. But it does have this little locking latch thing, so it works really well. You can stretch it a lot more. I haven't had any breaks, anything. So what I'm going to start off with is the spinners, okay? Spinners, you can never go wrong with a good spinner, okay? In my opinion. So this spinner, well, not little, but pretty big one. These are for when I get into deeper water, the deeper trout, the bigger trout. Also walleye. Caught a couple walleye off this. I caught one white bass off this when I can remember. Because I'm like, you know what? I'll just throw it. I've never thrown it before. Like, first cast, caught a walleye way lower Provo River. Like, almost to the freaking boat harbor. So, yeah, there's spinners. Yeah, that's a spinner. Here's another spinner. Got what I suggest you put in here, rooster tails. Never go wrong with rooster tails. Okay, just throw them. I suggest like this being the first thing you throw. Like once you get there, just put this on real quick, toss it, see what's out there. Usually something will hit it. Even if they don't hit it on the hook, they'll still just hit it to hit it. So yeah, this is a really good thing in my opinion and my experience to find the fish, to see what's out there. But yeah, these are good. I got two different sizes. This one has a little bit smaller hook on it. So yeah, a couple rooster tails. Never go wrong with rooster tails, okay? Oh, I forgot about this spinner. Okay, here we go. So it's a little spinner with a minnow on it, like a little rubber minnow. Don't know if you can buy them. You can probably figure that out fairly easy, but so I'll probably end up finding it and putting it in the description. So yeah, it has this little rubber minnow. All sorts of stuff on this. Not really a river, but more lakes. So yeah, that's another spinner. And then last spinner. This is actually a homemade spinner. Works fairly well. Catch little itty bitty bluegill because that little size 16. Wait, where's it at? Oh, size 16, maybe size 18 hook on that is really, really small. I'll do a video on how you make this. It's pretty simple. Maybe like a 30-second video, if that. So yeah, there's that last spinner. I usually keep a couple spinners in here. So this, next I'll go on to like these lure slash spinners. This is really good when you have a like little baby minnow flashers in there. Like this is really good for murky water because it's shiny. This other one, this spinner I showed you before with the minnow on it, that's really good if you have clear water and you need something lifelike. That'll get hits. This will also get hits. This is just a little treble cover so you don't get poked, right? It's just a guard. And I don't really know what, like, even the, oh my gosh, sorry guys, I can't think of it. Like, even the generic name of this is. I can't even think of what that is. So, like, there you go. It's roughly those dimensions. So, yeah, here's that. Put that down. And then I also recommend you keep a couple of these in here. Don't know what they are. Don't know the name of them, but, yeah. They remind me of a little bit like nail clippers. I don't know why, but yeah. So keep a couple of those in here. These are two different sizes. This is a wider model. This one, so right here is wider than that one. Keep a couple of those in there. Okay. These next. I also recommend you have a couple spoons in your ultralight kit. These are the Schaaf's Big Triple Teaser or Teaser. They're teaser. Okay. And yeah, I got two green ones. I've got for my grandpa. I got two green ones, and then I got this one in a river bottom. I found this. Provo River was really low one year, and we went out there and I found this. So, yeah, there's a couple spoons. Spoons work really good, but again, color is all up to you. I got these for free, so I just put them in here. Going to this, okay? I usually try and keep one little diver jig in here, little rattle. It's a rattler. It's a Rapala Rebel, something Rebel, Super Rebel maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I usually keep one of these in here, various sizes. Sometimes there's a grasshopper in here. Sometimes there's like a little baby, like a little tiny pin minnow. If I can fit a couple pin minnows in here, I'll do it too. But this is what I have in here for now. But jigs. We'll go on jig now. This could be a jig / lure. It's a little. Recommend you keep a bunch of these soft jigs in here. I've had good luck with them. You probably will too. This one I've caught bass on, little smallmouth bass, and yeah. So just a little weighted jig hook on there. That's how it works. And a bunch of these. Like these are those little cheap ones. I've actually had really good luck with these in smaller ponds where they're used to eating like grubs. Like if there's a bunch of overhang trees and stuff where the grubs could fall off into the pond, these work really good, especially if you have like a natural colored one and the water's pretty clear. These work pretty good. You can put any size hook on these you want basically. And then this is a top water / jig thing. And both those past ones, this one, I don't know if you can see that, but that purple one and that yellow one, those were both Mr. Twisters. All these are Mr. Twisters actually. And this is a top water. Like if you throw a worm hook on there, top water. So you take the weighted jig hook off, and it's a top water. Works really good. Imitates a frog pretty well. Yeah. So that's what I use for that. And then this got into this container. I don't know how, but this is a little baby minnow. So if you see the bigger fish, you're chasing the littler fish, trying to eat them, throw this out there. That'll work good. Texas rig them. You can Texas rig any of those four. But yeah. So on to this now. Terminal tackle. This I keep in there. It's a little bit bigger treble hook in case I find like a jar of bait or something I can use as bait, maybe bread or something. Keep these in there. These right here, this is actually my like the whole thing. So how these are all on here is this is a little tiny itty bitty worm hook, okay? Right here. It's like the size of my nail, like pinky nail maybe. Yeah, so it's like really small. It's just one of those cheap little Walmart hooks you get with the pole setups and stuff. So I fed all these other hooks through it. Eagle hooks, or eagle claw worm hooks. These are size 10s and size 12s. Really good hooks. I suggest you get some with so they have the barb on the hook, and then they have these other two barbs. Really good for holding the bait on the hook. And yeah, I suggest you get these. These are my favorite worm hooks of all time. And then these ones right here. These are little itty bitty treble hooks, like 16s, 18s, maybe even 20s. That's how small they are, okay? Suggest you keep those. Same reason you keep these. If you find some stuff when you're out fishing and you want to try bait fishing. So, yeah, that's for the hooks, the hook part of terminal tackle. And then these, in this compartment, keep weights. You can keep so many weights in these little compartments, okay? It's maybe like a centimeter high walls, the plastic walls. But man, oh man, you can keep so many little itty bitty weights in here. And I even have a couple big ones. I'm pretty sure these are the biggest, like, split shots that companies make. But I could be wrong, so I don't know. These are the biggest ones I've had in any of my sets. Then I also put swivels in there. Swivels, barrel swivels, normal swivels. And yeah, so that's what that is. That's what I keep in here. Then yeah. But again, I'll probably leave the link in the description if you can buy these or if it was like a promotional giveaway, because my dad actually got it in the mail. That's why he gave it to me. He wouldn't just go out and buy it and then not use it, because he's not that type of person. If he buys something, he's using it. So yeah, this was a free thing he got in the mail. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave it in the description if I do find it. If not, try and find something like it. And I really like this because this is basically the size of my wallet. It's really, really thin. It's really, really thin. Okay, that's why I like it. You can fit so much in here, even for how thin it is. So yeah, that's, oh crap, sorry. No. Yeah, that's basically all for the description on these. Leave me a like, a comment, anything you want. Leave me comments on what you would like me to review next. I will try to get to it as soon as I can. And, what was that? I don't know. But, yeah, if I like your suggestion, unless it's, like, completely obscene, like it costs tons of money, like going on an Alaskan fishing trip. Yeah, I can't do that. That's just common sense. I'm only 15. I mean, I could go on an Alaskan fishing trip if I had gas money in January. But yeah, I'll be doing a lot of fishing videos with this. This is my new pole. I might do catfishing with it. I'll try, see if I can catch a catfish on an ultralight pole. I've seen people do it before. It looks like a lot of fun because you do have to fight the fish, but you also it's like deep sea fishing. You can't just reel it in. You have to let drag out and let the fish, and tire the fish out, which is why I just want to try it. So, oh, I don't even know if, did I say it? This is 4-pound test spider wire, okay? 4-pound test spider wire. And then, for a leader, I usually put a leader of 6-pound to 10-pound test and on the swivel. Well, yeah, on the swivel, and then hook. Whatever you do for your leader, that's what I usually do. Except for when I'm working with spinners. Spinners don't really matter. You can just hook those right onto the swivel. Yeah, I know people that are gonna get so mad that I said that, but who cares? The fish, there's enough metal in here on a spinner usually, especially at the front, that a fish is not gonna notice. If it wants to attack it, it's going to attack it attached to the swivel, or it's going to attack it attached to the line. It doesn't matter, okay? People are going to get so mad at me for that. But yeah, this usually add a leader to it, okay? These spoons, if I have a leader on, I'll put these on. Like these ones, if I have a leader on, I'm taking the leader off, okay? I will never use a spinner with a leader on it. But yeah, like these, I'll leave the leader on if there is one on. But if not, I'll just put it right on the thing. These, it depends. Clear water, leader. Murky water, who gives a shit? Okay. But yeah, that's basically it. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you guys want me to do next, and don't forget, you can also share these videos.